Welcome back, First Hour Faithfuls, for yet another episode of the First Hour. This is the show where we take a look at the first hour of a recently released video game. And on today's episode, we're taking a look at Project Cars on the PlayStation 4, the long-delayed and kickstarted racing game that is on the Xbox One, PC, and PlayStation 4. I'm looking at the PS4 version right here, and I can start out by saying this looks very nice. I am playing at amateur race settings. I have damage set to cosmetic because I want to get a good look at the performance of this game, which seems to be running at a rather steady 60 frames a second, which is awesome. After all the delays, I wasn't really sure how this game was going to turn out, and I still don't really know, but I'll say right here, looking great. Trying to get myself out of 9th place, which I believe is my starting position. Trying to overtake some people here. The controller doesn't really vibrate unless you're shifting gears, which is cool. Some racing games like to go and vibrate every 2 seconds. If you're dealing with a little bit of traction, it's also vibrating. I assume that would carry over onto whatever racing wheel this game supports. Wow. These other cars are not afraid to slam right into you, which is surprising, as this is a sim racer. Lots of different types of races in this game. Trying to open up on this guy, get a little slipstream. Now, all of the audio for the pit crew is coming through the PlayStation 4 controller. I did go through the audio options, and I did not find a way to actually make it come out through, I guess, the television in this case, which is, unfortunate, as I really don't like it when audio comes out the controller. It wastes battery life, and for these videos right here, doesn't do a whole lot of favors, but you'll be able to read the captions of that. Whoa, pit crew guy. Well, that's the final lap, and I'll be in 5th place. Not great. Controls feel pretty good. The braking is pretty heavy, as it should be. And it would be authentic to the vehicles. Alright, can I get beyond 5th place? No, I am swerving out of control. Let's just say it right now, these graphics look fantastic. I mean, the detail on the cars, the lighting, it's using, and I don't know what it is, I can't actually name it, but it's using a specific type of filter process for the graphics that give it kind of that ghosty look. They usually use that for games that require a very high frame rate. I've only seen it in a few titles on this generation, one of them being Sunset Overdrive, and only in particular sections of that game. So it doesn't really surprise me that a racing game that's going to have a very high frame rate, lots of motion, would probably have something like that. I will change my vehicle. Let's try and go to a different spectrum right here. Wow. Jeez. Alright. I'm not sure if they would allow me to do this. Let's see if it is. I'll quit out shortly after, but I wonder if this will change the type of race, or if it just changed my vehicle and I'm going out there in a cart. Let's find out. That would be insane if they allow that. I can't imagine they would. 12 turns. 3.68 miles. United Arab Emirates. No way. Cool. We're going to try the exact same course again with these go-karts so we can get a feel for how authentic. Feels totally different. 100% different. It's very touchy. Very touchy. Braking is a lot smoother. Oh, I got my go-kart rival right here. Screw you, man. I'm the king of the go-karts. Let's change the camera for... Oh boy, this is probably my favorite way to drive. Although for the video, I'll give us this authentic feeling of going very fast in a go-kart. Oh my god! This is definitely a game that if you have a racing wheel, you're gonna want to use it. As this feels great. Oh, the helmet position. Oh, that is the worst camera angle ever. Why did I choose that? Lap invalidated because I went off. Oh boy. Oh my god. Alright, let's go to a different course. Wow. That was fun. Alright, where can we pick a different course to try out? I'm definitely going to check out a different race style as well. Touchy. Very, very touchy. You had to really slightly nudge it. Of course, the way that it's best to perform on a controller, just my opinion, is pushing the analog stick forward and then turning it slightly. That's what I like to do. Let's change the location. Let's take a look at what we have. Wow. Obviously, there are different renditions of the same track, but... Jeez, alright, well. We'll go to Nuremberg in a bit. But I would like to check out the California Highway. And definitely change the vehicle types. Look at all of this. I didn't even go down. Wow. So these are for road. And this is on a... Anyway, check out this guy. Is there anything else I can do with this thing? More info. Let's get a good look at the car model. Beautiful. Looks quite nice. Top speed 227 miles per... Alright, well. Let's go for it. It's cool, you can see on the bottom right there, it had the world's fastest, so someone else has already set a record here. And I'm sure that you can compete over that online. Although, I wonder if it, you know, I assume it's just showing the PlayStation 4, which, you know, kind of sucks for leaderboards. Obviously, I wouldn't want them to include PC because, and nothing against PC players. But, of course, there's going to be somebody there that's going to ruin it for everybody and get on leaderboards when they shouldn't be. You know, but I would love to see it have the Xbox One's numbers as well for race times. Load times here are a little long. However, when I did restart the race before I started this video, it just went right in there. Wow, this has much better, more familiar control, I should say, to what I'm used to. Oh god, what was that? Why'd that happen? I'm not sure anyone can logically explain why the car should go on two wheels. Gotta use my handbrake a little bit. Very touchy race right here. still trying to get used to the handbrake. Oh. So it does have that Forza style right here where you can, shows you exactly where you should go. Though you don't necessarily have to, and maybe there's better ways that you'll figure out on your own what works best for you. In case you don't know, when it's turning red or slightly yellow, it's saying, you're probably too fast to make this turn. I am really glad I chose street cars because I'm not sure how this would turn out with some of the more souped up race vehicles. And that's not even all the cars. You can unlock a lot more from what I understand. Very impressive attention to detail. I'm trying to look at things besides the car right here. Lighting, it looks fantastic. The way that the shadows are going over the car. Well, street, buddy. I didn't mean to do that, but I'm happy I did. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Alright. I am a terrible racer. I am an awful racer. Yeah, fine. Invalidate the lap. I see if I care. Oh. Alright. I gotta change this camera angles. My favorite camera angle for racing games. Wow, man. It's like, it's very realistic. Like, I keep actually laying on the gas, and you can't do that. You'll spin out. From first place to 20th place. Frame rate screen tearing just occurred a bit. Noticing another frame rate drop right now. Going into the 50s, I want to say. Back up to the 60s. I'm not frame rate snob, but racing games do need to have a consistent 60 frames per second or more. It's very important. And this is not meeting that at this point. Yeah, definitely some screen tearing popping up in the upper left corner every now and again. Especially when I'm turning. Jeez, man. Let's get a good look at some of this damage. Oh, wow. That is not the car I was driving a few minutes ago. Extreme caution, slow car. See, screen tearing. Yeah, obviously I'm doing terrible. But turn to Race Central. That's looking awesome. It's looking great. Screen tearing, yes. Frame rate dips, certainly. But it's staying mostly consistent. Maybe that was because I was driving in first-person mode. The game does start you off in first-person. I actually had to adjust that. I played about 2 minutes of the game before starting the video. So you have to excuse my crappy playing style. Browse online. You know what? Yeah, let's see where online's going right now. I'm just curious to see how many people are actually playing this game. On day one, this game was released. Ooh, wow. Okay. Surprising amount of people. Day one is always indicative of the health of a game. Of course, what will really speak to it is where we're at in 2 months or 3 months, and people are still actively playing this, and casually playing this as well, or if it's whittled down to just the most hardcore racers, which could be discouraging for more casual fans like me. I do like the controls. It feels good. Obviously, I'm bad at racing, you know. I haven't really played too many racing games on the PlayStation 4. I usually play my racing games on the Xbox One. Xbox One is a pretty great controller for racing. Some people prefer the PS4 controller. I like it for most other games. Definitely going to have to work on my use of the triggers here. Yeah, let's just move on here. That just took forever, so. What is new? What does that mean?
Create a driver, choose your starting point, and then aim for glory. Climb the motorsport ranks quickly to claim the ultimate prize.
Argentinian. Car number is number 88. All right. Huh. It's locked. It won't let me go to next. Not really sure why. Oh, I guess we're not doing that. Alright, we'll move on to something else. I can't do career mode, that's locked as well. I suppose maybe I need to race a few more solo races, I assume. Let's try these guys. Mercedes-Benz in the United Kingdom. Pretty perfect. It's weird those modes were locked out. I'm not sure what that is. Leave a comment below if you know what it is. I'm definitely not a hardcore racing fan. I've definitely gotten into some Gran Turismos in the past. I do like the Forza series as well. Especially the Horizon games that are a little bit more arcadey. And I like Mario Kart. So I like all different types of racing games, but I wouldn't call myself hardcore. Don't have a racing wheel. Don't actually keep up with it in real life. Alright, I'm going to try to drive a lot smarter this time around.
You're off the lights. Keep it clean and keep your wits about you.
I'm going to really try to slowly and surely... Oh, they're going to beat me if I don't pick it up. Oof, turning is very slow in a car like this. You gotta be really careful about how you use the throttle. Ah, of course. I've been validated. Which is fine, because if you're online and somebody's figured out a way to cut a few corners somehow and still manage to beat everyone else's time, you don't want that dude on the leaderboards. Because then it turns into that game. It doesn't turn into the actual racing game. It turns into just like trying to cheat the system. So good on them for doing that. This might be the wrong vehicle type for a race like this. Great sound effects, though. You hear the way that the racer is shifting the car. I mean, I'm driving automatic in the game mode, so I think that should communicate everything you need to know about me as a racing fan. See if we get more screen tearing in first person mode. Go. We can open up in this part. The only problem I have is when you listen to the audio from the pit crew, which obviously you can't hear, you actually hear like Formula 1 cars or something are going on in the background, so I don't know what race he's at. But that's a bit disappointing. It's a small nitpick. Very, very small. Hello, fans. Fans, let's get a good look at them, actually. We're here already. Pretty good crowds. Not noticing anybody repeating. That's good. Give myself a bit of practice. See, this is what I'm talking about. That would be cheating right there, folks. That would be cheating. Off the tracks we go again. Like I said, I'm not a hardcore race fan. I don't pretend to be. But I imagine this game will probably be pretty fantastic for PlayStation 4 owners. Just because there isn't a Gran Turismo on the PlayStation 4 yet. Closest thing you've got is Drive Club, which is awful. And, you know. Comma oil. It's weird. Why is exit locked out? Like, I really don't. Personally, here's what I would do. It's very, very easy for the developers to put a little lock over something and then be like, yeah, you can't do that. It's very easy for them, and that's great. They don't have to spend the time to write something down. But they should. You should be able to highlight those locked areas, and it should have something underneath that says, hey, here's why you can't do this yet. I would recommend that. They've chosen not to do that. Nuremberg.
Okay, the pressure's on. Focus on the lights. We can do this. Nail him into the first corner.
Yeah, let's check out these guys. Formula 1. We're going to Germany for some Formula 1. 12.94 miles, 73 turns. This is going to be a long one, everybody. Get out your popcorn and your cocaine and whatever you got with you. Whatever you're doing. I mean, so far I am enjoying this game. I'm just bad at it. I'm not going to pretend I'm not. I like the graphics. I like the music that they've got going on in the background. The variety of cars is awesome. Very, very cool. I mean, there's a bit of technical problems here and there, but all in all, we're going to race like this.
Honestly, we're fine behind us now. Let's focus on those lights. Make a good start.
Getting nudged by some jerk behind me. Well, at least I'm not in last place. Yet. I'm way behind the pack. Hopefully I can catch up soon. Performance on this stage is a hell of a lot better than it was in that other one. I'm not really noticing any screen tearing or frame rate dips. Looks like they really polished Nürburgring. Sure, you know what? Sure. We're gonna do this. We're gonna cheat. Just out of curiosity. No. Damn. I wonder if you could change the controls at all. I'm way behind the rest of the pack. There's one person I can probably catch up to. Yeah, I'm really starting to get a feel for this. Although it's probably too late for this race. I mean, to actually make any sizable difference. I'm definitely not gonna let this jerk over here try and take over on me. Alright. You know, as long as this guy doesn't pass me, I'll consider this a success. Man, he's still friggin' right behind me. How did he get back so far? I don't know. I mean, I was bad at driving, but he's kind of awesome. He's keeping up on me the entire time. Ah. You know, I'm really adapting to this game, and it feels great. As soon as I talk, I crash. That's the thing. It's actually pretty difficult to like talk and play a game at the same time. Like if you're talking to a buddy on, you know, PSN, Xbox Live, or Steam, or whatever, usually you'll just kind of stop talking halfway through your sentences. You'll be like, oh yeah, you know, I was over at Larry's and, got it. Awesome. Okay, so I was over at Larry. You know, that's almost you'll talk. Here I gotta complete my sentences. It can be very difficult at times. One of these days, I'll learn how to blink while playing a racing game. Like I'm blinking ever so often, but I'm so nervous. Maybe I'll learn how to blip at a racing game. Eh? You like the blip in the background? Jeez. Wow, I can really open up in these positions. Really trying to speed up, braking in advance and speeding up around corners. Seems to be very important, just like a real race. You know, I'm in 11th place. I still have a whole lap to go around this giant freaking track, Nuremberg. And you know what? I really like this game. This is actually a ton of fun. I love the sense of speed. I love the control of the vehicles. I love the visual cues. Yellow doesn't seem to mean what it means in other games. It kind of means like, yeah, you can probably make it. You just might want to lay off the gas. And red means you should probably brake. And green means, yeah, man, do what you do. Lay down on that gas. This guy's going all over me like, respect the track, going to white lines. I will be the best 11th place racer there's ever been. That son of a bitch is gonna catch up to me. You know, it's hard to tell exactly why this is so successful. I mean, obviously you can look at the visuals and say, wow, this looks great, and blah, 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 blah. But it just feels good. Like, you really feel like you're in control of this vehicle. It feels like you're really behind the wheel. And this isn't during the amateur mode I want to add, so I can only imagine that the upper levels are even more authentic to the racing experience. Oh, look at that. That was pretty good on my part. That was a pretty good turn. Pretty good turn. I haven't really been looking at the map too much, but it seems like unless you know these tracks inside out, you definitely will want to pay attention to that. I wouldn't have known that that sharp turn was coming up ahead without it, or that this next sharp turn. There we go. Nuremberg is off, you know, probably the most famous racetrack in the world. Safe to say, right? Maybe I'm wrong about that. I'm sure some NASCAR fans will probably very much disagree with that sentiment, but I've got a good lead ahead of this guy. It also helps not to be nudging into other cars, which is so often a problem in the early parts of the race for me when I'm around more vehicles. Alright, time to open up. And just a second. There we go. Man, I really pulled away from that guy that was behind me. He's way, way, way in last place now. I can really open up and finish out this lap in second to last place. But hey, I think the education that I got off of this track can't really put a price on that. Oh boy. Wait, did I finish? It's over, right? Oh, that's the finish line. Okay. There we go. I did awful again. But, you know, it's funny. Most racing games, I kind of don't want to do the longer races because it's like, oh man, I just want to do a race and get it over with. And what was that right there? That was really 16 minutes. And those are the good people. Well, where am I now? 16 minutes. Wow. I was totally engaged the entire time. I was totally focused. That is so cool. Wow. Yeah. I definitely had flashbacks to Gran Turismo 3 as I was playing that race. Of just being like, oh wow, I bet I could do a little better if I cut this out. And let's try that again. Same vehicles. It's because, you know, smaller race, obviously. But I just need, you know, something maybe a little bit more quick for this part. Then we'll try a longer race. I'm trying to keep track of time here. Are we at the... Can't be at the 40-minute mark already? Is that right? Good God! It's 42 minutes? Okay, seriously, time is flying by. This is really fun. Haha, you just got your track invalidated, stupid AI racer. Ooh, this is gonna be an interesting turn. Just awesome. Really feel like I'm smart enough to how to race. And you can watch the first part of this video and I don't know what the hell I'm doing. You can still say I don't know what the hell I'm doing, but I'm better at it. There ain't no denying that. And that's because this game is awesome. It's great. I'm having fun. I like to race the cars. Project cars. Terrible name though. Project Cars is one of the dumbest names you could possibly have for a finished product. Wasn't my fault. I got nudged that time. Oh my God. Here comes last place for me. Well, whatever. It makes it more competitive. I'm gonna overtake these fools. Got a little cocky. So here I am back in 11th place, the best 11th place racer in the world. That's not to say I'm the 11th best racer in the world. I'm saying I'm the best 11th place racer in the world. Major difference. I do wish I had a racing wheel just to check this out. See what it would be like. And in last place is me. Not for long. Oh my God! What happened? Dear God. I don't know what to do. What happened? Can I get a replay of that, coach? View replay indeed. Alright. By the way, the replay options. Beautiful! Look at these replays. Gorgeous! Strategic camera angles make this game look very realistic. Alright. What? Alright. Also, the debris didn't go away, which is a problem. Because my debris is still laying there, if I'm not mistaken, for some reason, even though we're in the past. Can I slow motion this at all? I want to get a good camera angle on here. Okay. Oh. So my wheel went over his wheel. Wow, look at that. Look at the concrete break. Wait, see, look, the debris is still there. Look. This is how they build cars, everybody. Look at this. Oh my god. Wow. Okay. Well. Let's get out of there. That sucks, but hey, I totally understand why it happened. I mean, that's disappointing, but hey, that's part of racing. That's a disappointment. It's like, hey, those things happen. Let's change the location. Alright, 3.5 miles. Conditions. Thunderstorm. Race state. So it's matching the weather of the real world unless they change it? Is that what I'm reading into? I don't know. Alright. Let's see how it performs with rain and thunder. This game did have a day one patch. I'm not really sure what that entailed. I had heard some mixed things about the frame rate and under certain weather circumstances. Now the file size on this video is going to be freaking huge. I can guarantee you that. Oh boy. Alright. Reflections of the rain look great. Uh-oh. There we go. They let me start off in first place. That's funny. Not noticing any difference with the rain slicking up the road or anything. Then again, Jeez. This looks incredible. I'm not noticing any drops in frame rate. I want you to take a look at the front of my car and notice all the individual droplets of water. That looks great. And I didn't go off course, so I didn't invalidate my lap, which is awesome. No. Yeah. Oh, God. I can't see anything because all the rain that's coming off of their car. That's awesome. Hey, how's it feel? What happened to you, buddy? This is probably my favorite camera angle. It's a little bit closer. Oh, God. I wanted to see what would happen. Can you blame me? As soon as I got out of first place, I'm like, whatever, I'll kill everybody. Oh my, what did I just turn on? This is awesome. Wow. All I wanted was the map back on, but that was pretty cool. Ah, boy. Let's see if they kick me out for cutting the track. They said they were going to do it. I don't believe them. Come on, you jerks. They didn't do anything. I totally cut the track. They did nothing. This is just gorgeous. I don't know what else to say. It's absolutely gorgeous. Just very impressed. Very impressed. I want to view the replay on that because there was somebody I slammed into at one point or the other. And these replays just perform beautifully, by the way. Just awesome, you know. There are some weird stuff that's going on there, you know. You saw, look how good of a driver I am. I'm so good, and then I become such shit so fast. That's when it all goes south. Well, there we go. Let's see what happens there. This is gonna be awesome. Oh boy. There we go. I want to get a good look at this. Holy crap. How did that even happen? Kind of hate that the camera keeps reshifting, even though I'm moving it with the analog stick. I'm trying to get to be this very specific spot. Oh man, he is so lucky. That's awesome. That's incredible. Beautiful. Well, what do we got for time now? 3 minutes. Okay. All right. Let's call this one. I mean, obviously, if you're a racing fan, you probably have already noticed that I'm bad at this game. You probably have already noticed that. So, what do I think of Project Cars? I'm not even doing that good at it. Like, I keep trying, and the stupid controls keep making me crash into shit. I try and cut corners, and it doesn't work. The car slows down. I try and ram other cars, and it hurts me. You know what that means? That means this is a highly realistic simulation racer, and that it's awesome. I'm having a ton of fun playing this game, and I'm struggling to get better, but I get a little better. I'm learning from my mistakes, and it's not something about like, oh, you gotta hit the X button. Oh, you gotta hit that button. Yeah. It's about feel. It's about how you feel out the race. We're like, okay, gonna nudge the gas up just a bit here. You know, you feel like you're moving in degrees of turning and of throttle and of braking, rather than, you know, just learning how to use the controls. Simple controls. But the opportunities you have with those controls, that's what makes this game awesome. And I had a absolute ton of fun with that Nürburgring. That was incredible. I can't wait to get online and see what that's going to be like. Unfortunately, you know, it's just taking too long. No licensed music from what I could tell. Maybe a few tracks here or there, but I like the vibe they're going for. Just look at this. Look at this. What button I got pressed to just make this, yeah, just play. Beautiful. Beautiful game. So, yeah. Get yourself a copy of Project Cars, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC. Highly recommend it. Leave a comment below, thumbs up, and yeah, subscribe. I'll see you for the next episode of The First Hour. Thanks for watching.